Welcome to the Asheville View. I'm Aisha Adams, and I am super excited today because we have Peak Academy's school director, Raul Saldaña.
Perfect.
Awesome. So I am so excited to be here, and the question on everybody's mind is, what is Peak Academy, and how did it get to Asheville?
Oh, thank you for having me here. And hello, everyone. So over the course of about 2 years, our school board, which is compiled of members of the community who have been lifelong stewards and just been, contributing to the greatness of what Asheville is, had enough of what has been going on with the schools. And they knew that it was time for a change. We needed a school to be from the community. We needed a school that was going to be innovative. We needed a school that was going to take action and work, tirelessly to close that achievement gap. And so a group of individuals or board members came together with that goal in common, and it started with the idea, then it started with the application, and through over the course of about 1.5 years, 2 years, they went through each obstacle and had a plan and made it come true. And it started with a nationwide search for a school director. I came across the position, and I knew myself, having been a teacher and school leader, to have the same goals. I've dedicated my life to teaching and learning, specifically working with students who may have not otherwise had the same opportunities that other students may have. And so when I came across the position posting, I knew this to be my direction, the path I needed to walk.
Well, welcome to Asheville. Where did you come from?
So I was born and raised in El Paso, Texas, and I have lived there all my life. And so this is my first time away from home. Yes.
Wow. So here in Asheville, we've spoken a lot about the difference between the opportunity gap and achievement gap. And I noticed that you stated Peak Academy would focus on the achievement gap. I'm interested in knowing what's the difference for you, and then what is the achievement gap that Peak Academy is looking at, and what do you plan to do about it?
Absolutely. So, thank you for that question. When we talk about the achievement gap, many times it's about the educational attainment, how students measure on a standardized test. And so when we look at those statistics and that data, we refer to it as, students' ability to perform on a math or English reading test, what have you. So the achievement gap is how I'm referring to it is as students, how well they've been performing on those state tests. Now, when we take a step back and we look at it at a much larger picture, we look at the opportunity gaps as some of those factors that contribute as to why those students are performing the way they are. And so what we're doing is we are talking to the community, we are learning from other schools as to what best practices work for students, for all students, and we're making sure that those obstacles aren't there. We know that when it comes to school choice, we have families who are unable to send their child to a school, perhaps because of transportation. And so that could be an opportunity to get from one place to the next. And so we're going to provide free transportation. Another one may be an opportunity of whether or not there is a free breakfast and free lunch. So we're going to have a free breakfast and free lunch. We don't want that opportunity. We don't want that issue to be the reason why families do not come. Making sure that, our teachers have, the background knowledge, utilize those funds of knowledge that our students are coming to school with us. So we're going to make sure that our teachers are well prepared, that they have the training in order to build those relationships. And so that we can understand, what opportunities, we can go ahead and capitalize on. So to sum it up, Asheville Peak Academy is going to create those opportunities that have otherwise not been afforded to students.
Right. And then you believing that with those opportunities being afforded to students, that's going to directly affect the achievement gap for students.
Absolutely. And it's not just that. It's also the relationship building. It's looking as us, working in conjunction with the family, with all stakeholders, the community, and other local school districts. We need to look at this as a collaborative effort. It's not us versus them. It's us, tackling the problem. And so by providing those opportunities, by breaking down those barriers, and by providing the love the passion for teaching and learning, and giving our students every opportunity to succeed, we're going to go ahead and raise that achievement.
I like that a lot. My next question for you is, as we look at Peak Academy coming, tell me like 3 things that makes it different from the choices that we have now in Asheville.
Yeah, so I know currently in Asheville there is a fantastic ADVIT program, which is, I believe it's only in the middle and high school level. What we plan on doing is starting it at the kindergarten level. There's no reason that such a successful program, that students should have to wait till middle and high school. So we're going to go ahead and roll that out in the elementary level. Another thing we're going to be having is numerous days of professional development prior to the beginning of the year. We want to make sure our teachers have the knowledge, skills, and resources needed to be successful. So that's the second thing. That's just aside. We have a 2.5-hour literacy program. And most schools typically have, an hour to a 90-minute literacy block, sometimes even a 2. We're taking that additional step, and we're going to go ahead and focus on literacy. Not just developing the ability to read and write, but we want our students to be critical thinkers. We want them to be able to articulate their thoughts, exchange in intellectual discourse, being able to debate. I think that is something that is overlooked at times. We want our students to question why and have that, well, how? And so we really want to develop those creative thinkers, those problem solvers, and those that just want to, expand their thinking. So we want to embrace that.
Awesome. Those seem like all really good programs. And from my understanding, you're going to be on an extended day?
Yes. So we will be moving from what's traditional schools have, like a 6.5-hour school day. We will be having an 8-hour school day block.
So what will students have the opportunity to do during that extended block of time? Like, will they still be in school, or will they be taking part in other activities? How do you envision that 8 to 5 day looking if they transition from like that 8 to 3 day?
Yeah, so most definitely. So the first part is we're going to focus on character development first thing in the morning. We want to make sure that our students are building relationships with other students and also with their teachers. So we want to focus on those morning circles. Following from there, we're going to have an uninterrupted literacy block for 2.5 hours where students are going to be able to develop their literacy, whether it's reading, writing, being able to articulate their thoughts. From there, they're going to go into a math. Of course, we want to have time to play because, as research shows, a lot of students learn a lot from each other and just out on the playground. Coming back from that, students will have an opportunity to learn about social studies, to learn about science, to learn about what's going on in the community. But also we want to have a rich global arts program. So we want to make sure that our students are learning about the various cultures, not just music and dance. We want to make sure that they learn about the arts and about the foods and so much beauty that makes us, in these United States, who we are. So we really want to embrace all that. We also want to make sure that our students have an opportunity to engage in a second language. So we also want to introduce Spanish to our students.
So this sounds really great. And for community members who are listening to this, how can they find out if they are a good fit for Peak Academy?
Most definitely. I think every child is a good fit for Peak Academy. It comes down to school choice. We are just one of the many charter schools here. We're all doing great things. We're all on the same team. We're here for kids. I would encourage anyone that's interested to go ahead and visit our website, AshevillePeakAcademy.org, or to go ahead and give me a call at 828-275-6016, and we can go ahead and talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah. Just for community members who are new to advocating for their kids, what do you mean by school choice? And then how do I, if I am in a different system, move into a new system? And how do I do that? Is it safe?
So if you are currently enrolled in one of the local schools or in another charter school, you can go ahead and complete a student application. It's about a 3 to 5 minute process via our website. And then we will have our student lottery on March 15th. And from there, we will be announcing which students have been selected. And then we will have an opportunity to fully enroll your child, once we near the school year. At that time, if you do accept the seat and you do want to register, we will go ahead and give you the withdrawal forms in which you can go ahead and submit to your local school. And then we will take care of that process.
Right. So what I hear you saying is if you like what you hear here and you want your student to experience this particular type of education, there's no barrier. Just fill out the form and come and work with you, and you all will see what you can do for them.
There is no barrier whatsoever. It is a 3 to 5 minute application to complete. You can give me a call, help you complete that. And again, it's all about school choice. If you feel that you have not had the best educational experience, you can go ahead and give us the opportunity to succeed.
Well, this has been really great talking to you, and I'm super excited about the fact that you're here. And I know that you're in the middle of a big fundraising campaign, and I know that you're really busy preparing for the new school year. So my question for you is, as a community who wants to support education and want to make sure that all children have a chance, how can we as a community support you?
Well, there's many ways, and I would say one is to go ahead and share more about us. If you can like and share our Facebook page, that would be great. If you know of an interested family who may want to be part of our team and family, to go ahead and encourage them to apply. As you know, opening up a school is very costly, and so right now we have started our capital campaign. We're currently writing grants, but we're also seeking monetary donations, and that can be done via our website under our donate page.
So I am so excited that you're here. I hope you give us the opportunity to come back and take a closer look at the instructional day once the school opens. Welcome to Asheville, and just thank you. Thank you for what you do for our kids.
Thank you.
Right? And you're watching the Asheville View, and we'll see you next time.